it's just harder to stand out in our gym now. It was it was easier for guys like Shannon and Trey maybe last year to be more dominant, but you know there's a volume of high level players, so you know different guys throughout a practice will stand out, which is great that we have. We're getting there in terms of our the balance and the size is much different. There's some confrontations around the basket now, and there's less court out there for even the guards because just the size difference.
How important is that competitive depth in a practice setting?
Yeah, I mean we've been we have the teams pretty well balanced, and there's not a lot separating either team, and the desire to win is strong in our segments that we're doing, and these guys have pride and they're good players and they're competing, and just they're making each other better out there, so it's good.
What do you want to accomplish out of this trip?
Just we've had a lot more time than I've had in past summers, and having the extra practices just gives us I think a big advantage, and for the new guys learning what we do and how we want to play, and with 6 new players to get everyone adjusted, and new drills, new format for them. So that's been good, and I'm not so much concerned about the outcome of the games, and we'll compete to try and win. But it's building that chemistry that you want to try and build with the team, and implementing integrating some of the new guys into what we do.
Are you seeing the leadership you want to see from the 3 senior guards?
They're doing what they normally do, and Cody has gotten better. I think he's an improving player, and and Shannon and Trey are consistent in how they play, and it's a great situation for Remy to come into, and he's been every bit what we thought he'd be, and he's going to push those guys as well. There's some serious talent at those 2 positions with those 4 guys.
What have you seen from Kamani just during these practices?
Kamani he knows how to play. He got even a better basketball IQ than I thought coming in, and very versatile, doing a lot of good things out there, and he moves without the ball, and he goes to the glass and he makes the right passes, and so he's got an advanced understanding of how to play, in addition to his basketball skills.
I know you rather have Romello White play last year, but how much has he improved just by sitting out in terms of maybe basketball IQ and stuff like that?
Romello has been a beast, throughout the whole preseason, and just reminds me of my second year at Buffalo. I coached a guy that averaged 3 points a game the prior year, but he was destroying everybody in the gym, and I was wondering, hey, is this going to carry over to the season? And that guy was the player of the year in the conference that season, averaged like 18 and 10, and Melo is reminding me of his team seems to win a lot out there because of just his rebounding abilities, his ability to score around the basket. I'm encouraged as a coach to not do a ball screen every time. I like ball screen offense, and we got guards to play in that way, but now we could throw the ball inside to Romello, throw the ball inside to Carlton, and there are other guys out there, and even Kamani in the mid post. So it's we could play a little bit differently, which is nice.
You'll have different combination possibilities this year. How much of a jump start does playing in these games give you in figuring that out?
Yeah, it's I think I could experiment with lineups again, and I think we'll be able to play small at times if we want with the 4 guards again. But we have the front court to be able to play with 2 traditional bigs, and even a big wing like Kamani out there, or Mickey Mitchell. So there's just there's more options, and again I could see scenarios where Trey and Shannon and Remy are out there together, and what we could do from a ball pressure standpoint with those 3 guys, and going off the dribble and trying to contain those 3 guys would be very difficult for an opponent. So I just like the flexibility with the roster.
Vitale's totally cleared, good again.
Yeah, Vitale's been good, and he's another guy. He's got a some more growth in terms of getting himself back, and having a year away from basketball is not easy. But you're right, he's got a unique skill set that he brings that our other front court guys don't typically have, and with his ability to shoot the ball and his 3-point shooting. So excited about Vitaly, and he's been pain-free and progressing as good as we could hope.
What do you see from Daquan Lake so far?
Daquan is, there's always an adjustment, for incoming players, but he's got raw physical tools, and he's got to learn what we do and how we train, and there's definitely a learning curve with that, but he's, very explosive around the basket, finishing, and there's some things that we have to work on with him and things he's got to get better at, like all our guys, but he, if the ball's dropped to him, he knows what to do with it, and he's, way above the rim, so that's nice.
Has Rob been as polished as he's just looked out there?
Yeah, I mean, Rob is, Rob's going to be really, really good. He's got just a natural ability to score. He's strong. He can get to the rim. I mean, he's, really, really good offensive player. So, yeah, I mean, it's it's kind of sad that you can't use, Zylan, who's been terrific too with some of the athleticism that he shows, and just his motor is ridiculous for Zylan and Rob and Carlton. It just makes you wish that they would change that rule for this year sometime, so I could have all these guys out there together. But it's going to be great as we would graduate some key players to know that you have 3 guys of that caliber, sitting waiting in the wings for the following season.
Do you think this trip's going to help the future of the program?
I think it's I think it's just great for the present. To be honest, just to, again, with a lot of new guys, and Zylan and Rob Edwards aren't going to be on the trip. They're going to be going to Adidas Nations, which is a great opportunity for them to to compete and work in front of NBA executives, and so they'll have that option. But everyone else will be on the trip, get a chance to play some professional teams, again, start getting familiar with one another on and off the court, and it's just it's a great place to go. The history of those cities that we're going to be Rome and Barcelona. It's a great opportunity for our athletes to do that.
Did you have a chance to see Ramon play in the U20 FIBA, and what did you think about his play?
Yeah, I haven't been able to watch. We've been busy with being on the road recruiting, and then when I haven't been doing that, we've been in practices and workouts, but been following the statistics on it, and seemed like he's posted some solid games over there, and I think it's good for him. All the practice time that he gets there, there's really no limit on how they train, as opposed to the limitations that are on us in the United States. So he's going to get a lot of basketball, which is good for him, and I would never not allow a guy to represent their country. So it's good opportunity, and he'll meet us in Rome. He'll be done with the U20s by then, so look forward to catching up with Ramon then.